Today we're going to continue building my survival castle block by block, this time building the tower to the right of the gatehouse and a lot of the walls. So grab your snacks and drinks, and while you're at it, you might as well like and subscribe and gather gazillions of blocks because you're going to need it. And without any further ado, let's just get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, today I'm standing here in front of the gatehouse we built in the last part of the tutorial, and it's time to continue on and build some towers and walls. Now I actually think the best way to do this is going to be building the tower first and all the walls later, but we're going to outline where we want the walls to go first, and so we're just going to go 5 blocks like this. You're going to want to make sure that you start the first block right by this little extension right here, 5 blocks, and then we want to do another 5 blocks offset 1 block forward just like this. We're then going to go 3 blocks across from over here to right here, and honestly, we're just going to do a whole line all the way in over here. And that's going to look kind of wonky for the moment, but I assure you it's going to look fine as soon as we get everything in place. I'm then going to grab some blue wool blocks just to outline the base of the tower, and we're going to go 9 blocks starting from that block right here. So that's 9 blocks starting 1 block out from here and going 3 blocks out from this one. We're then going to continue on from where this red line is, and we're going to break 9 blocks right here. We're also going to do the same over on this side. We're going to come 1 block in, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As soon as we've got this shape, we're just going to copy that line over from on the other side, so extend 9 blocks coming 1 block outside of these lines right here. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use our classic combo of these polished andesite bricks and the stone bricks, and we're going to go 7 blocks up, just like this. And we're going to build these pillars in every single one of these corners. Once we have all the 4 pillars in place, we're going to just place some stone brick walls on top of each of these. And on the short sides here, we can actually just fill everything in with andesite all the way up to here. All right, we can then go to where these walls are, place ourselves an andesite brick, and alternate andesite and andesite bricks all the way between these walls. And we're going to do it on both sides, but not on the short sides here, so just the long ones. We're then going to go ahead and go to where this blue line is and fill everything in with andesite all the way up to here. And we're going to do this on both sides, so fill in the other side over there as well. Okay, you should now have a sheer wall like this, and it's time to add some details, so we're going to add 2 blocks of andesite in the corners like this and fill in 5 blocks of stone bricks right here. We're then going to come to the bottom and add 3 walls in each of the corners and a stone brick block on top of them. And after that, we're going to come to the top of this stone brick block and try to place a stair just like this and go up all the way to here using 4 stairs to create kind of a diagonal just like this. This way we're going to create kind of an arch, and I like to add some stone brick slabs just like that to round it out a bit more. We're then going to want to add an entrance to this place, so you just want to go to the middle and break 5 blocks from the top, and we're going to do this on both sides of the middle here, and then 4 blocks to the sides of that. We're then going to want to go ahead and add 3 stone brick walls just like so, and a stone brick just like over here. We're going to place some chiseled stone brick blocks like that, and another stone brick in the middle, and just to round it off a bit, we're going to do another couple slabs just like so. Just to make this look clean as well, we can break out this blue and just replace it with cobblestone or whatever we're going to use for the courtyard here later, but don't worry about that too much right now. For the rest of this entrance, we're going to do something super simple and just bring up some of this dark oak to cover all of this. We're then going to break out the middle and just add a door, and that's going to be it for this side. We're then going to come to the other side here and do the exact same thing with the 2 blocks of andesite and 5 blocks of stone bricks right here, whoopsie. And we're also going to do the same arch with the 3 walls, stone bricks, and the stairs coming up at a diagonal with the slabs. Now this is going to be the outside wall, so we're just going to add some really simple details. Going in the middle is going to be an andesite brick, and also 1 block away, we're then going to bring up these 2 side ones with just a stone brick and a polished andesite stair, and this one in the middle is just going to come up a little bit more like this with another stair on top. And honestly, that's kind of enough detail for the outside here. We don't need to go too crazy with it. Okay, let's start building this thing up, and the first step we want to take is add some stone bricks on top of these andesite blocks and some polished andesite stairs on top, and then in between these gaps here, you're just going to want to place some smooth stone slabs. We're then going to come to the back side of this, and you're just going to bring up this andesite all the way up to where the stairs are on both sides as well. We're then going to bring out our trusty combination of polished andesite and stone bricks and start on these blocks in the corners and bring them up 13 blocks. All right, at this point, we're getting pretty tall. What we're going to do right here is we are going to place down a row of andesite around the top here, 2 blocks deep. And we're going to do this on all sides, not just on the 2 longer sides. We're going to do it on all 4. Then at the edges here, we're going to go ahead and place another block, a 3rd block down, just like so. We're also going to want to break out the middle block right here, replace it with a slab, and round this all off by placing another slab right there on the long sides. On the short sides here, we don't actually have to bother breaking this block out. We just have to place some slabs right there, and we're pretty much golden. At this point, you should have something looking like this, and what we can do is just take some andesite walls and add them all the way up until our andesite here. We're actually going to have the walls coming into this tower here, so we're not really going to have to build this section until we start building the walls, but for now, you can just run these walls all the way down to the bottom. Okay, next up, we're going to add some of the more decorative details, and for this, we're going to start with our stone bricks just right here, add a polished andesite, and bring these up 3 blocks and a polished andesite stair on top. We're also going to go ahead and place ourselves some slabs there in between, and after doing this, we can actually come to the inside here and place some andesite behind all of these blocks and go all the way up to the top. You can just bring these pillars all the way up, matching this layer right here. And for the walls on the short side here, we're going to want to be 1 block in from where these walls are, so you're going to want to bring this out to right here, and in fact, you can bring this all the way down as well. So in the end, you should have something looking kind of like this, and on these sides just like this. We're now going to add some more of the details here on the walls before we work on the top of the tower, so let's go to the outside of the castle here. And on this side, we're going to add a balcony. And so what you're going to want to do is go to this stair right here. And on this block, you're just going to go to the half block that's on the top of this one. You can then go ahead and place 3 polished andesite blocks like that and another stone brick slab just like so. We're then going to want another couple stone brick slabs like this, a chiseled stone brick block, and after that, another couple stone bricks just like so, with some polished andesite slabs right there as a railing. We're then also going to want to top these slabs off with some smooth stone slabs, and now we just have to make an entrance to the balcony here. And to do that, we're actually going to knock out another 5 blocks just like this on 3 of these sides, and we're going to go 4 blocks once again to the side of that. We're then going to fill in some stone bricks up top here and in the corners and round it off with a couple of slabs, and then we're going to just place some walls on the sides just like that. We're just going to place trapdoors right here covering this whole area. We're then going to knock out these 2 in the middle, go to the outside here and add a door, and this actually gives us a lot of space on the balcony. The final step is just going to be adding a lantern up here for a bit of light, and it looks pretty cool at night when you see the castle, but that's pretty much this side complete. As for this side's going to be facing the courtyard, so I want to add a really large window, and to do that, we're going to go to the block right above these stairs and place down 5 of these smooth stone slabs. We're then going to grab some stone brick walls and bring them up 4 blocks just like so, and bring back our smooth stone slabs and just go up like so in kind of a diagonal A-frame pattern. Then we could just knock out our blocks all the way around like this, and I mean, it gets kind of awkward here with the indoors. Maybe you want to slope this down using some slabs. I suppose you could have the stairs indoors here looking something like this. We're not really going to focus on the interior right now. But as for the window itself, you're just going to go ahead and grab some white glass panes and do every other one with light gray glass panes in kind of a chessboard pattern like this. And that's going to be pretty much it for this side. We are going to add a little bit more greenery overgrowing right here, but we'll do that in the final touches episode. Okay, we're also going to focus on the short sides here, and we're just going to add a window by going 1 block lower than this block right here, place on the top block of this andesite block 3 blocks just like so with these smooth stone slabs. We're then going to go down 2 stone brick walls like this, and then put 3 slabs of the andesite variety like that, knock these 2 blocks out, and put a nether brick fence like this. That's going to be it for the window right there, and you're going to want to do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, now we can finally focus on the top of the tower here, and what you're going to want to do is start in these corners with these andesite blocks, and go ahead and place some of these stairs. After that, you're going to skip 1 space, and you're going to go ahead and place upside down polished andesite stairs all the way around the tower. You're then going to want to place stone bricks on top of each one of those and a polished andesite slab on the top side of the block, and then top them all off with a smooth stone slab just like this. At this point, you should have something that actually looks like a castle tower just like so, but at the top, you kind of have a hole here, so you can fill in the floor with some more andesite. Once we're at the top here, you're going to want to come in 1 block from the short side here and place down 3 blocks just like so on each of the sides. We're then going to come in 1 block from the longer sides and have 5 blocks just like this, so that you kind of have a 3 by 5, except you're missing these blocks in the corners, so it looks something like this. You're then going to want to bring this up 4 more blocks so that it's 5 blocks tall in total and go all the way around. We're then going to come to the corners here, and at the top portion of the second block here, we're going to place down a smooth stone slab with a stone brick on top of it. You can then place any temporary block right here. It could be dirt, anything at all, you're not going to see it, and place down 2 upside down polished andesite stairs just like that. You're then going to go ahead and place some stone bricks on top with some polished andesite, and after this, you're going to want to repeat it in every single one of the corners. Now that you've got all the 4 corners filled in, you want to go to the stone bricks here on the short sides that are only 3 long and place down a few stairs like this and some andesite blocks along the top. You can then go ahead and knock out 2 blocks and place a window right here with some nether brick fences, and if you're feeling extra fancy, go ahead and put a lantern right up there. Now for the long sides, you're going to do something a little bit different. We can still bring these all the way along, just knock out the middle one and place down an andesite slab instead. You might want to bring this up here so that there's not a little space there in between. You're then going to want to place some slabs down there just to round this off, and we're going to add a window. So for this window, you can just start up here, knock out 3 blocks, and go 3 more blocks down so that we have a 4 by 3 area knocked out. But to build this window, we want some stone brick blocks in the corner and some stone brick stairs upside down right there. And for the bottom, we can just place stone bricks in a row like that. You can then go ahead and place down some stone brick walls and finish off the window with some glass panes in between. I like using the white glass panes, but you can use whatever color you want. Then just to add a bit of light at night, you want to go ahead and place 2 lanterns just like that, and go ahead and repeat this on the other side of the tower. All right, it's now time for the tip of the tower here, and we're going to start off with the trim using our prismarine blocks. So we're going to go ahead and start in the corners here and place down 3 blocks on top of these polished andesite blocks like this. Then we're going to go ahead and place another one on top of there and some full blocks right like so. Then you're going to go ahead and place a temporary block right here and another full block, so we have kind of a pyramid shape like this. Once we have this in all 4 of the corners, you can go ahead and add a strip of this terracotta along the andesite right here. And once you've got that stripped down, you can just alternate these slabs on the bottom of this block, top of that, bottom, top, bottom. You're going to go ahead and do the same thing here on the short side and just all the way around. Once we've got this, you're going to go ahead and place down 3 more terracotta blocks like this and 2 against the prismarine just like so. And on the short sides, we're just going to go 3 just like this. We're also going to want to place some stairs on the short sides just like this, just to round it off a bit more. Next, we're going to add another terracotta block and a couple of slabs over here on the short side. We're going to do it on both sides. We're also going to go ahead and place slabs on these blocks so that we got slabs on each of the corners of these little prismarine corners, I guess. We should then just have the long sides left where we can place another stair just like so and add another ring of this terracotta. We should now just be able to bring this up another terracotta block, and at this point we have kind of a 3 by 3 or I guess a 5 by 5 missing the corners. After this, we can add some stairs in the middle here once again and go ahead and bring this up another 2 terracotta blocks all the way around. Go ahead and place another 4 stairs like this, and we're going to place a temporary block in between them here and go ahead and add 3 more terracotta blocks like that. We're then going to place 2 brick walls just like this and 4 jungle fences because we're going to have a really big flag on this thing. And then we just want to top it off with an iron bar and a flower pot just like so. And at this point, the only thing missing is that we have to place down our brick walls with some of these fences and iron bars on top of them. So first off, we're just going to come down, and in these 4 corners, you want to place them down, add some jungle fences and iron bars on each of them. We then want to come down to the top of these prismarine pyramids and place down a wall with a jungle fence and an iron bar and just go all the way around. So now your tower should be looking pretty complete, but we still need to add the really large flag. And as I mentioned in the last video, I use the red wool and yellow terracotta because those are the colors of my kingdom, but you can go ahead and use whatever you want that matches your kingdom. And to start off, we're just going to add 4 red like this, break out the 3rd from the top and add a yellow terracotta. We're then going to move back 1 layer like this and do the exact same thing. And after that, go ahead and just add 3 yellows just like that. We're going to skip the top part. We're then going to move back once again and do red, yellow, red like this, and then just do the same thing, but move it down 1 block. After this, we're bringing it back forwards once again, and we're doing red, yellow, yellow to the side, red to the bottom. Then we're going to bring it back once again and just do 2 red blocks right there. Bring back the top one more, add a red, and then just do a red to the top diagonal of it like so, and you've got a pretty good looking large flag. Now at this point, we're almost ready to move on to the walls, but there's one more detail on this tower, and it's a little mini tower that sticks out on this side right here. So for this, you want to be on the side that has the balcony, and we're going to go to this stair right down here. We're then going to move on up 1, 2, 3 blocks to the 3rd block right here and come out with a wall that's to the diagonal of it like this. We then want to come up 3 blocks with some andesite like this, and on the 3rd block, you're just going to surround it with some stairs like so. Once we have the stairs in, you want to move up 1 block and place some slabs in the tops of the corners right here. You're only going to be able to place 3. We're then going to go to the tops of these slabs and go up 5 blocks with this andesite. You can then go ahead and place a block at the bottom and the top like this so that we have 3 blocks, and then you want to go ahead and grab an andesite wall and place it in the bottom like this. And we're only going to do this on the 2 sides that are diagonally facing outwards. We're also, of course, going to use our nether brick fences as the windows, and for these sides right here, you can just go ahead and andesite them all the way up. At this point, we should have something looking like this, and we're going to add the roof, so go ahead and place down some of these upside-down prismarine stairs in the corners just like this on all of the sides. Now, on these sides facing the walls here, you're only going to be able to place this one right here, and ignore the other one right there. Then go ahead and add yourself a prismarine slab in the corner, and I like to place a warp trapdoor just right in here. You then want to place a prismarine stair just like this on top of the warp trapdoor, even in these corners right here. And at this point, you're going to have to knock out these 3 blocks in both of the corners right there so that we make some space to be able to build our roof. You then want to go ahead and surround this all in terracotta and bring it up 1 block in the middle like that and add yourself a brick stair on each of them. We then want to use a temporary block, place a terracotta block, and use our brick wall, jungle fence, and iron bar combination once again, which we're also going to do in each of these corners right here. Now, you might actually want to hold off on this corner right here, because if you do place the wall and do that whole thing, you're not going to be able to walk around here, so maybe just leave this one empty. But now you're actually officially finished with this tower right here, and we can go ahead and move on to the walls. Okay, so these walls should be really simple to make. I've based them off an infinitely repeatable design that you can use on any angle, which we're gonna abuse fully in this castle. But the very first step is we're gonna go to our red outline here, and we're gonna bring this up 6 blocks. Now, as for this side right here, you're gonna wanna go 5 blocks from the tower here. And after this, you can actually bring the wall 1 more block this way, so we can add some blocks right there, and you've got the wall phased over to this side the same way that one is. Okay, at this point, you want to go to these sections of 5, and at the 2nd and 4th block, place down a stone brick, polished andesite, stone brick, and a polished andesite stair. However, you only want to do this on the outside. You don't really need to do it here on the inside, because we're going to do some other stuff here eventually. Now, you know how I said this was supposed to be 6 blocks tall? Well, that was kind of a mistake. It needs to be 7, and you're going to see why in just a second, so make sure you add a 7th layer on both sides here. We're then going to go ahead and add to the 1st, 3rd, and 5th position some of these stone bricks and some polished andesite on the bottom of them, and in between we can add some smooth stone slabs. Now for this specific corner right here, you can just add another polished andesite and a stone brick just like that, and that should really solve the problem. Now on this side back here, you are going to want to do this right here, add yourselves all the blocks just like this, but for this side you can actually skip it since it would actually obstruct the stairs, so don't worry about it. Once we're at this stage, we can fill in the floor here. I'm going to use andesite, but you can use whatever stone blocks you want. Add yourself a path with some kind of pattern. It doesn't really matter at this point. And you're then going to want to come to the top of your stone brick blocks and add a chiseled stone brick block all the way around, even over here. And on this side, you can just go all the way to this tower in a straight line. Then we're going to grab some polished andesite slabs and just fill in the spaces in between them right here, just like this. Now for the window sections of these walls, we're going to add some stone brick walls just like this, regular andesite block on top, and at the top of this block, we're going to add a smooth stone slab. And you want to do this on both sides, and in the corner here, you can go ahead and just do the same thing. Fill it out like that so that it doesn't look awkward later on. Now on this backside right here, since we didn't extend it out on this one, it's just going to be a straight line of this, and it's going to look fine. Actually, I really like how this looks when you walk up the stairs here. Okay, now to make this a bit easier for ourselves, when building this roof right here, we're going to add some terracotta blocks. You want to follow the pattern here, so go 5 on there, 5 on here. Now, theoretically, the next section of 5 would start right here, so we want to place the terracotta block right there. Obviously, it's not going to continue, but that way the pattern's correct, and the same thing on the other side. What we're then going to do is just line all of this at the bottom of the terracotta block here with some prismarine slabs. And then on top of each of the window sections here, so right here and right here, you want to go ahead and place some stairs instead. And in fact, we can go ahead and replace that with a stair and this with a stair right here. Then on each of these slabs, we want to go ahead and place a slab underneath as well, so it starts looking like this. And as a final touch, we can go ahead and place lanterns underneath each of these stairs. And you know what? Scratch what we said over here. Actually, just bring this back 1 block and put a stair right there with a lantern. Now, it's going to be ever so slightly different on this side because we didn't actually phase this out 1 block for this section, but we still need the roof to be phased out 1 block. So go ahead and find your 5 here and place your 5 blocks of terracotta. You're then going to want to bring this out 1 block and make sure you've got 5 blocks of terracotta all the way into the corner right here. And we're going to just align this once again with some prismarine, replacing the blocks above each of the smooth stone slabs right here with some stairs. It's getting kind of cramped in here. Now, we don't really want to end up seeing the terracotta from the bottom here, so I'm just going to go ahead and add 3 smooth stone slabs and some andesite slabs right there. And we can once again go ahead and double up the slabs, but not the stairs. Now, for this part right here on the corner, we can go ahead and just get rid of this and place a prismarine stair just like so at the end. Okay, now we got a situation looking like this from the top, and it's going to be pretty simple. We can start off with these sections where we have the clear 5. And all you're going to want to do, place a temporary block, add your 5 terracotta just like so, do it on both sides. And you're basically just going to bring these up until they meet in the middle, which they should do on a single block just like this. You then want to move over right here where everything is just going to be phased over a single block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes you might have to break stuff on the tower here just to make this work, and then the top should be right there. Okay, so right now the only awkward section should be right here, and so what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that we're phasing it out diagonally this way once again, and you're just going to start right here in the corner like this, and bring this across. You can actually just break this block right there, make sure it's going all the way into the tower. And once you come over to this side, we're bringing it down once again, just like this. And you should be good. The final step of the equation here should be to add some prismarine slabs all the way along here. Our next step is just going to be to add some prismarine slabs all the way along here. And you can go ahead and just double up this first one here and then double up every other one until we get to the end right there. Once we got that in place, you can just start texturing the same way we did over there from the first video. Okay, now the final detail for this wall is that we're going to want to add 4 andesite blocks like this and just go ahead and replace these walls right there with some of the andesite. You want to do this here on the other side as well, and at this point we should have a 3x3 space right here. And so for this one, we're just going to knock out a 2x3 space like this and the block right there. And to make a little entrance, we're going to add a slab and a couple of walls like this, and you can obviously add the floor in here if you want to. Okay, so now we've connected our tower to the gatehouse, but we're not quite finished with what we're going to do today because I want to add some of the diagonal walls here so we can focus on some of the bigger things in the future episodes of this series. So right now, we're going to go to the left of the gatehouse right here and just knock out this little pillar right here. And so this block right here is where we're going to start thinking about our diagonal wall. So that's going to be our first block, and then we're going to add 9 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're then going to skip diagonally 2 blocks, 1, 2, and place another red block right here and follow this down. And on this side, we're going to stop right here so that we're sort of in line with this block this way. After that, we're once again going to bring this up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, and we're going to do this on all of these red blocks. Once you've done this, you can actually go ahead and draw a line like this and just fill in what's going to be the floor. We're then going to go ahead and knock out this decoration too, and right here, we want to bring this up 3 blocks like this with some stone bricks, but add a polished andesite on top. We're going to skip every other block and do this on every single section like so. We can then just go ahead and add some stairs around these like this for some extra decoration and fortification, and we should be fine. After that, we can just go ahead and add some slabs on top like this, and the decoration is complete, and we can move on to the top section here. Now for the top section, we're going to want to do the exact same thing as we did over here, except on an angle, and you might think that's going to be difficult, but it really isn't. Because we can just start and place 1 stone brick block right here, skip a block, stone brick, stone brick, stone brick, stone brick, all the way down, one on the outside there as well. We can then go to the bottom, place an upside down andesite stair, go the other direction, and repeat this all the way down. We then want to place some smooth stone slabs like this, and of course our chiseled blocks on top of the stone bricks. And finally, we want to place down some of these polished andesite slabs just like this, and there's a really loud boat outside. I really hope you guys can't hear that. Okay, easy enough. Now for these window sections, we're going to go up again 2 blocks with these just like this, except this time we're going to place some chiseled stone bricks on top of them, and we're just going to add a smooth stone slab like this diagonally on each one. All right, now you can go ahead and repeat this on the other side over here, and we can move on to the roof. What I'd say right here is just make sure that you have these chiseled blocks on the same diagonal, so make sure that they're like right here, because you'd end up building something really wrong if you place it right here instead, like the roof just isn't going to line up. Now, the one thing I will say about this side is that you might want to think about right here at the top of this stair, placing a little entrance like this, just so that you can walk up on the wall from this staircase. All right, now for the roof, once again, let's just place terracotta blocks up here in a diagonal row to make things easier for ourselves, and then we're going to get our prismarine brick slabs and just go all the way along the bottom of those blocks. You want to go ahead and do this on both sides, and then we just want to bring the roof up and meet. So the way we're going to do this is you want to place temporary blocks right here all the way along. And this part is kind of a hassle to do since you need a temporary block for each one of these. You're actually going to do the exact same thing as over there and just bring both the sides up until they meet in the middle. Now, the one thing I guess I'd think about is the fact that we're going to have a big tower right here that this is connecting into, so you don't need to continue building this roof any further than this line right here. So just think about that as you're building this up because, yeah, it's going to be cut off. And as for how this connects up into the tower, I usually just break the blocks on the tower right here, but you can kind of connect it the way you want. As you can see, this one got destroyed in favor of a terracotta block. But yeah, that part's really up to you. The most awkward portion is really right here, where honestly, I would just place a prismarine brick and kind of just phase it into this part over here. Now at this point, the only thing you have to do is place down your slabs on top of right here and go ahead and double up every other one just the same way we did over there. And after a bit of texturing, you should have your second wall, and we're gonna be ready to build some of the bigger sections in the next video, but we've gotten pretty far in the castle so far. Guys, remember to leave a like and a comment, and definitely subscribe so that you can stick around for the next parts of the series that are gonna be coming really, really soon. I just came back from summer vacation for just a few days, so I'm sorry that this part took a little bit long. But as always, if you guys stayed all the way to the end, then you're the champ, and I appreciate your existence. And until we see each other next time, have a good one.